Welcome back, guys. Oh, I have a great Pokemon for you. So Snorlax, oh wait, hold on. Snorlax is one of the best Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, and every team should have one. Honestly, if you watch Masterclass battles and everything, you always see there's one Snorlax. And the reason why there's one Snorlax is because it's just so good with controlling the area, the match, and it's just super bulky. It's an amazing Pokemon to have, so we're gonna walk over an amazing Snorlax build and gameplay. And I got my information from lots of combined amazing Masterclass player who use Snorlax as a main, and I asked them lots of questions, and based on those questions and answers, I have built this Snorlax right here, guys. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so Snorlax. First of all, you have to get that outfit for Snorlax, because when I stream, it's so funny because listen to music, right? And it bounces for the bass, like boom, 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 boom. It's so funny. Anyways, movesets. So, obviously you can pick level 1 tackle or rest, and definitely pick tackle because rest won't do anything whatsoever besides recovering your health, so you can't attack anything, so make sure to click on that. And then once you reach level 6, it's huge, guys. Heavy Slam is one of the best moves in the game, in my opinion, especially for Snorlax. Flail, I haven't really seen, and the Masterclass when I asked, I haven't really seen anybody really use that. It's a buff move, but I haven't really seen many people use that. I've seen it on opponents, but the people that I interviewed didn't really talk about it. And they all picked Heavy Slam because Heavy Slam is just such a good area control move. And speaking of area control, Block and Yawn, both of them are super good. And I have talked to Masterclass players who prefer Yawn over Block, but most of them aims for Block. Because with Block, you can do so much in this game. You can literally guard off areas, especially in the Drednaw fight. Snorlax usually goes to top, but it comes down to the bottom for the Drednaw fight because it has such a great area control. And literally, so you can stun and block, or block and stun. And the cooldown of the two moves is pretty quick as well. So my point is, you can literally block off like players like this and push them to the wall, or just separate them. Depending on your teammates, you can literally call out, and if they have the advanced targeting, which you will see on my screen, I have the advanced targeting, so you can tell your teammates, hey, I am going to wall of Zeraora, or their support of Zeraora, let's say Eldegoss and all those, I'm gonna wall them up, Zeraora will be stuck behind me, and you guys need to target Zeraora and take him out, so we can save that Drednaw, because Zeraora can snipe it pretty easy. See my point? So you can literally just do a crowd control, stun, and then push them away while Zeraora is stuck inside. Isn't that crazy? It's just such a good Pokemon for that reason, and area controls, guys. I really enjoy playing with it. And then its Unite move, I don't know if you know this or not know this, but its Unite move is super good as well. So with the Unite move, obviously it shields, heals, and also, yeah, you go back to full freaking HP and also put out damage. And you can roll over to do extra damage to the opponents while you are taking a nap. It's such a great Pokemon, and it has such a high endurance already. So guys, so those are the moves. So like I said, you should use Block, and you should use the stun move, because a Heavy Slam, because it's just both the combination of the two so good. And this is one of the best Pokemons to climb the solo ranks as well, because every team needs one, and you can help them out so much. So let's talk about items. So guys, items are pretty important with Snorlax, and I recommend Body Barrier, the Score Shield, and of course the Focus Band. And that recommendation is not coming from me only. I actually used Assault Vest first instead of the Focus Band, but then, like I said, I interviewed many Masterclass players who use Snorlax as their main, and they all seem to agree that Focus Band is better for Snorlax than Assault Vest. However, many content creators using Assault Vest, but again, like I said, I interviewed really good players who had lots of experience in other MOBAs, and they've been Masterclass for like over a week, or if not two, with Snorlax main. So they all recommended to me the Focus Band. I'm not saying that's the best build, but because I used Assault Vest as well, but then when I switched over to Focus Band, I was like, holy moly, this actually makes a huge difference. And then even I told the, because my Assault Vest is already at 20, and I had nothing to able to item enchant it, so I had a level 1 Focus Band at the time when I swapped over, and then the two Masterclass players I talked to, and then we queued up together, they were like, no, dude, you just pick Focus Band. Focus Band is better for Snorlax than Assault Vest, even at level 1 versus level 20 of Assault Vest, because of what it does. Because when a Pokemon drops low HP, for each second it actually recovers 11% of its HP that it lost, and also gives defense and health. So it's just super clutch for Snorlax, and in this gameplay, guys, when I'm gonna actually showcase it to you, you are going to exactly see how Focus Band actually comes into work. But before we even shut out with all the other items, so obviously the body barrier is super awesome, and then also the score shield is just broken with Snorlax because it has so much HP, so when you score and get heal, and it just works really well. The score shield is a must. I highly recommend that you do have score shield, and the other two items can be changed, but I think score shield is a must for Snorlax. And Focus Band, I would aim towards more to the must, but you could switch it out to, I guess, Assault Vest or even the AOS cookies. There are lots of options for Snorlax, but I think for the build that I have and the controlling and everything that I want to use my Snorlax for in the solo queue, it just makes perfect sense. Now, when you play with teams of 5, it's a different story because you can build it depending on the team as well. Because if you have double body barriers on the same team, that might not be perfect. Or if you, let's say you're with Cramorant and Cramorant also has score shields, you shouldn't have a score shield, you have the score shield. So depending on your teammate, if you queue up in 5s, then it's a different story. But solo queue, I think this is one of the best builds. Guys, so the roles of Snorlax obviously is support / tank, I would call it. And look at those bounce, 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 and the base of the song you just bounce. It's so funny. So anyways, so you usually go top, and usually you go with a ranged, is what's the plan on the top, because you are melee, obviously, and then you need close combat. Well, not the move close combat, but technically you're in a close combat. So what you want right out of bed, just go ahead, because you're super tanky. There's a Snorlax and basically Greninja. So you want to go right off the bat and just jump right into that fish. The neutral fish is what you want to get first with Snorlax, and you have such a high health, guys, and you can recover health so quick. Right there, helping out my teammate real quick, he did a good job. So we're gonna take this opponent Snorlax because he's super aggressive, and now he's actually stuck there. So that was beautifully done, and it couldn't have been any better actually, couldn't ask for any better. That Snorlax was way too aggressive, he had no business going into that area, by the way. You shouldn't do that either. You know what? You shouldn't do that, guys. So your goal is to out-level the opponents. Of course, if you can score a kill, then go ahead and score a kill. But you shouldn't force it, you shouldn't overextend yourself, because at any time the jungler from the bottom can come up. So make sure you take a look at your minimap when it shows up, because our jungler came up, so now we can push. There's 3 versus 2, but we cannot really push. The good news is we can take over the beats because now we are overpowered. That should be your goal, to out-level the opponent, because you want to win that first Drednaw fight on the bottom. So your number 1 goal here is before the first Drednaw shows up, guys, don't die and out-level your opponents, steal their scorefish, steal everything that you can. And then when the time is up, you go right away, you go down to get that Drednaw, and hopefully you already have your heavy slam by the time that comes. That's usually my goal here. And obviously again, this Froggy overextended itself, so I'm just gonna go ahead and attack, and nice move, the Froggy just disappeared. But then I push and I come back, reheal, and just bounce, bounce, bounce. It's just so funny. I love that Snorlax moves. And just lays down and takes a nap. So right now it's just a waiting game at this point, because we are waiting for the Drednaw to spawn, and then we go down, and then of course for them to overextend themselves. So maybe we try to push, because now again it's 3 versus 2. So I hit it for a little bit, and now we can probably take the Snorlax one more time, possibly. Come on, come on. If you can freeze it, Ninetales, come on. Ah man, no, it's not good, but at least we just score, so that's fine. There's no point pushing here. I don't know why we are still pushing. I'm trying to, as your job, guys, is a Snorlax, you need to, do you see that how I came back and trying to protect my A9, and I was able to do that? So that's the job of Snorlax, literally. That's what you need to do, guys, and just like that, done deal. So you need to cut off the opponent and jump in front of it. And when you jump in front of the opponent, they should automatically attack unless they targeted the A9, but you're closer, so they're gonna hit you, because usually that's the default setting, that they attacking the closest one. So I don't have my heavy slam yet, but after these bees, I don't want them to overlevel. I have my heavy slam, so now I'm just gonna finish this off right here and going for that Drednaw to the bottom. So that's literally the plan here, guys. That Snorlax again overextended himself, so now I'm gonna go into the bush. Like I said, the Drednaw is up, dude. I'm already late. I guess I'm taking this out and I'm recalling right of that, because I'm going for a Drednaw. So now we're gonna signal to the teammate I'm on my way to that Drednaw, and let's go, let's go, let's go. Also, if you push the minus button and then the map, just like what you're doing on the screen, you can actually target that Drednaw. Do you see that? So it says, let's take over that Drednaw. So I do that like 10 times, but the opponent team is already here trying to take on it, so I'm gonna steal it with a heavy slam, and it didn't work, but luckily we were able to take it. I was able to KO it. I'm still have a feeling it out how much that heavy slam does to a Drednaw. Because usually you're not the one who's stealing the Drednaw. Usually you have, like, let's say Gardevoir or somebody with higher attack Gengar helping you to and just take that thing while you are pushing or stunning the opponents, you know what I mean? So now, do you guys see why it's so important in Drednaw is? We can leave the top completely open and we can lose the Rotom, it doesn't matter. Because what we wanted to do is go ahead, go down, get that Drednaw, get the extra shield, push the bottom, destroy the bottom, and then also have almost one full level over the opponent at this point with that. So here's his, I couldn't help my teammate, but again, like I said, your goal is, guys, make your teammates look good. That's literally your goal, and you have so much in your hands to be able to do that. You literally have to make your teammates look good. You don't have to have the highest score, although lots of times it works out like that because you have score shield. But your goal is, I'm waiting right now until my teammate comes back in here, so I can move from here and I can go back up top, because it looks like they have 3 up top. So I'm just literally waiting for the teammates, but everybody's dead. So I'm just literally screwing around here and waiting for my teammate to finally show up here. And finally he showed up. So now I could recall, but before I go up there, there we go. Now I can go up there because top is getting destroyed. Because everybody, I don't know what they were doing. So guys, when you take out the bottom base, you shouldn't push to the next base because they can just land on you. It's too early in the game and there's no point for you to go push that. You should just, your job is from the top, as Snorlax, you come down, you help out, you get the Drednaw, recall, go back up, because Drednaw is up again in 25 seconds, so I'm gonna have to go back down again. I was down way too long, but I was just helping out my teammate. So anyways, I'm coming up here, we're gonna destroy this base real quick, and beautiful, and we got it, and then now I can recall again, because I have to go for that Drednaw to the bottom. And I was able to recall, and now I'm going to the Drednaw, because Drednaw is way more important than anything else, especially this early in the game, because we need to have that extra bulk over the opponent for the ZAPDOS fight later on. That's how I need to get that Drednaw, because Drednaw is more important than ZAPDOS, and here's why, guys. So if the opponent takes the Drednaw, 3 of them, they can take 3 before ZAPDOS spawns. That means they are way overpowered compared to you. So if that happens, guys, then you're not going to be able to take ZAPDOS unless you're able to summon, able to snipe it, and that's a big if. So that's why it's more important than ZAPDOS. So first Drednaw and then ZAPDOS. Anyway, so we're able to take it, and now I had my Unite move, so this is beautiful. Now we outlevel them, we have extra shield, so we should be able to push them here very easily. We stun, I shield, and also with my Unite move, as you guys saw, I almost died, but because of Unite move, there was no way they could kill me. And booyah, oh my god, how did I miss that? Did you guys see that? That should have counted. But anyways, so here I was like, alright, I will push with my teammates just because everybody's pushing, but we shouldn't push here. But since, because they can land on it. Do you guys see how quick they land on it? So I just told them, retreat, let's go top. Let's push the Rotom real quick. So I'm recalling and going up top to push the Rotom. And then while the Rotom is pushing, we can be busy with the next Drednaw or almost at ZAPDOS at this point. So I'm going and I just signal for the Drednaw. Let's go take the Drednaw so they can be busy because they would have to kill it. Oh, and they just killed it, damn it. So that sucks. But that's why I signaled it, because nobody was here and that Snorlax took it out by itself. But look at that shield. That block is so good because anytime when they run into it, you basically, and you can attack Snorlax from behind, as you guys can see, by the way. That's very important to know. So if Snorlax is shielding, just go behind him and attack it from behind. It doesn't block. And then, but if you run into, from backwards, if you're into its shield, it still stuns you, so just know that. And look at that, oh my god, I accidentally pushed it in. That's very important too. You have to turn around and aim that block, because you might be pushing the Pokemon to the wrong direction. So I was hoping when I hit it, I would be able to pull it out, but I was right on it, so when I hit my shield, it actually pushed it in. Rookie mistake, guys, rookie mistake, but hope you learn from my mistakes. That's my goal here, that you learn from my mistakes. But anyways, here they are scoring, this is fine. I'm here able to protect. Snorlax is super good. There's 2 superpowered, 3 Pokemon now. And I was able to block and hold here with Snorlax because that's how good that Snorlax is. And now you stun and block. You stun and block. You stun and block. And that's what you do here. It's just so freaking good and so tanky, guys. And like I said, the focus band does so much job. So now ZAPDOS just landed. Or arrived, whatever we're gonna call it. Also, guys, what do you guys think about ZAPDOS? I saw in the meta, if it's true or not fake, I saw that they're gonna have a new bird soon coming in instead of ZAPDOS. I'm wondering if it's gonna change like the scoring or it gives extra shield. I wonder what it's gonna give. Is ZAPDOS always gonna do that it removes the scoring ability? Or the new bird, which is Articuno, supposedly coming, will Articuno do something else? Let's say maybe Articuno doubles on your own shield or for defense purposes or whatever it is. I'm interested to see if they're gonna change that ZAPDOS purpose with a different legendary, because they're gonna swap out the legendaries. I think they're starting with the legendary birds first. Anyways, so right now we don't need to take ZAPDOS, guys, and we are overpowered compared to the opponent a little bit. So what we need to do here is just pick them off one by one. And Gengar is scoring up top, and that's kind of annoying me. And the bottom they are scoring as well. So now we have no choice but to take that ZAPDOS. We literally have no choice but to take that ZAPDOS because nobody was defending. The opponent team did a really amazing job. So now my job is to keep away the high scorers who could snipe or ZAPDOS. So literally that's what I'm doing. So look at this, there's nobody here. I'm gonna have to go in heavy slam, snipe that ZAPDOS, snipe it! Yeah baby, I got it! That was our only win condition if I can snipe it. So that's why, because there was 4 people, I had low health, I had no chance. So only win con was literally calling it out on the chat. Our only win con is I can snipe it, you guys need to score. So I went into the bush, hid, waited for low HP, heavy slam that ZAPDOS, and now here we are in score. That was literally our only win con, and now I have to recall right off the bat if I could get away from here, because I need to go home. 10 seconds to protect. And that's one big mistake that many people make, guys, that they don't recall after they score, they just choose to fight there. No. Guys, when you score, you need to recall and protect your home base. And, whew, dude, that 100 score caused us to win. Holy shoot. Man, holy man, if I not able to steal that ZAPDOS and score, we would have lost, dude. Oh my god. I hope you enjoyed this Snorlax gameplay, guys, because Snorlax is freaking epic. But like I said, if I don't steal that ZAPDOS, we lose. If I don't score also, we also lose. So that was a very close game, and Snorlax allowed me to able to do that, and it should allow you to do that as well, especially in solo rank, guys. Alright, good luck, let me know what you think below.